Stop everything you're doing right now. If you're a photographer, a videographer, or a content creator, and you're planning to buy a new camera this year, put your wallet away. You need to hear this first. For the last few years, we have been waiting for the perfect hybrid camera. We wanted something that didn't compromise. We wanted the speed of a flagship, the video features of a cinema camera, and a price that didn't require selling a kidney. We thought it was impossible. We thought Sony would hold back the good stuff for the $6,000 models. But the leaks that just dropped have shattered every expectation we had. The Sony A7V is coming, and it is not just an update. It is a declaration of war on the entire camera industry. We are talking about stacked sensor technology finally trickling down to the masses. We're talking about AI autofocus that can practically predict the future. And we're talking about a release date that is so close, you can almost touch it. This is the camera that is going to define the next 5 years of content creation. Let's start with the sensor, because this is where the magic happens. Sony has made a very deliberate, very strategic choice here. The A7V will feature a 33-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor. Now, don't let the resolution number fool you. Yes, it's the same megapixel count as the previous model, but the technology underneath is completely different. The magic word is stacked. In the past, stacked sensors were reserved for the ultra-expensive Sony A1 and A9 series. They allow data to be read off the sensor incredibly fast. Why does this matter to you? It means rolling shutter is dead. You know that jelly effect when you whip your camera around? Gone. It means your 4K video will look cinematic and stable, even when you are running. It means when you take a burst of photos at a wedding or a sports game, the camera will never freeze up or lag. It changes the entire feel of shooting. It makes the camera feel instant. Sony stuck with 33 megapixels for a reason. It is the Goldilocks zone. It is enough resolution for huge prints and cropping, but the files aren't so big that they choke your computer. It keeps the camera fast and efficient. It allows for incredible low-light performance because the pixels aren't too small. It is the perfect balance for a hybrid shooter who does a little bit of everything. But a sensor is useless without a brain to control it. And this is where the A7V gets truly scary. Sony is bringing its full AI-driven autofocus system to this mid-range body. This isn't just about finding faces anymore. This camera uses deep learning to understand the world. It recognizes humans, animals, birds, insects, cars, trains, and planes. But it goes deeper. It understands human poses. It knows where your eyes should be, even if you turn your head away. It tracks the helmet of a motorcycle rider. It locks onto the eye of a bird in flight. Imagine shooting a wedding reception with crazy disco lights and people dancing erratically. The autofocus on the A7V won't get confused. It will stick to your subject like glue. Imagine filming a vlog walking down a busy street. The camera knows to keep you in focus and ignore the people walking behind you. This AI system transforms the camera from a tool into a partner. It does the hard work for you, so you can focus on composition and lighting. And speaking of vlogging and video, let's talk about stabilization. The A7V is rumored to have a significantly upgraded in-body image stabilization system. Sony has tuned the 5-axis gyro specifically for hybrid shooters. This means you can handhold shots that used to require a gimbal. You can walk and talk without the footage looking like an earthquake. For photographers, it means you can shoot at slower shutter speeds and low light and still get tack-sharp images. It frees you from carrying heavy gear. It makes you agile. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: speed. Sony is likely capping the burst rate at around 15 frames per second. Some people might say, but the A9 shoots faster. Sure, but 15 frames per second on a stacked sensor is different. Because the readout is so fast, every single one of those 15 frames will be in perfect focus. There is no blackout in the viewfinder. You see exactly what you're shooting in real time. It is a smooth, continuous stream of action. For 99% of photographers, 15 perfect frames are better than 30 blurry ones. The video specs are also getting a massive overhaul. We are looking at 4K 60p with 4:2:210-bit color, likely oversampled from 6K for incredible sharpness. And thanks to that stacked sensor, overheating should be a thing of the past. You can record long interviews, podcasts, or wedding ceremonies without staring at a temperature warning icon. Sony is also expected to include S-Cinetone and improved color science right out of the box. Skin tones will look natural. Greens won't look radioactive. It is ready to shoot straight to YouTube or be graded for a film festival. The body itself is getting refined too. Sony listens to its users. We expect a better grip, deeper buttons, and a screen that you can actually see in bright sunlight. The electronic viewfinder will be sharp and vibrant, giving you a true-to-life preview of your exposure. It is these small quality-of-life improvements that make a camera a joy to use for 12 hours a day. So, why is this happening now? Why December? The timing is strategic genius. Canon and Nikon have stumbled recently. Their latest releases were good, but they weren't groundbreaking. Sony saw an opening. They finished this camera a while ago, but they waited. They waited for the perfect moment to drop the hammer. By releasing it in December, they capture the holiday hype and set the tone for the entire next year. They're telling the world that they are still the kings of mirrorless. This camera is for the wedding photographer who needs reliability. It is for the YouTuber who needs perfect autofocus. It is for the traveler who wants pro quality in a small package. It is the do-everything machine we have been dreaming of. The Sony A7V isn't just a new model number. It is a signal that the future of photography is fast, intelligent, and accessible. It proves that you don't need to spend $6,000 to get top-tier performance. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon like that. Here is my best opinion about this product. Honestly, the stacked sensor in a mid-range body is the game changer here. I cannot overstate how much rolling shutter ruins footage on standard mirrorless cameras. If Sony has truly fixed that at this price point, this camera becomes the default recommendation for every single video creator on the planet. The AI autofocus is just a cherry on top. This is the camera that finally makes the hybrid dream a reality without the usual compromises. It is going to sell like crazy, and frankly, it deserves to.